Welcome. In the next few minutes, we will explore the concept of a quality management system, or QMS, as defined by ISO 9001. We will look at what a QMS actually is, the components that make it work, and why organizations around the world rely on it to deliver consistent quality. Let us get started. We begin by understanding what a quality management system is and what role it plays in an organization. A quality management system is made up of several interconnected components. Each one plays a distinct role, but together they form a coherent system that drives quality performance. At the heart of every QMS are the processes that produce the organization's products and services. ISO 9001 requires us to identify these processes, determine their sequence and interaction, and manage them so that they consistently deliver intended results. Without clearly defined processes, quality becomes a matter of luck rather than design. Quality policies provide the overarching commitments that guide decision-making throughout the organization. The quality policy must be appropriate to the purpose of the organization, include a commitment to meeting requirements and continual improvement, and be communicated and understood at all levels. It is the compass that keeps the entire QMS on course. Quality objectives turn policy commitments into measurable targets. ISO 9001 requires that objectives are consistent with the quality policy, are measurable, take into account applicable requirements, and are monitored and updated as conditions change. Objectives give every team a clear understanding of what quality success looks like. No QMS can function without adequate resources. This includes competent people, suitable infrastructure, an appropriate working environment, monitoring and measuring resources, and organizational knowledge. ISO 9001 asks us to determine and provide the resources needed to establish, implement, maintain, and continually improve the QMS. Documented information is the evidence that the QMS exists and operates as intended. It includes policies, procedures, records, and any other information the organization determines is necessary. ISO 9001 requires us to create, update, and control documented information so that it remains current, accessible, and protected from unintended alteration. Let us define 4 foundational terms that every quality professional should know. A quality management system is the structured framework an organization uses to manage quality. It encompasses everything from leadership commitment and resource provision to process control and performance evaluation. The QMS is not a single document or department. It is the entire management system through which an organization ensures its products and services consistently meet customer and regulatory requirements. A process owner is the individual who holds accountability for a specific process within the QMS. This person ensures the process is defined, resourced, monitored, and improved over time. Process ownership is essential because without clear accountability, processes drift, performance declines, and no one takes responsibility for corrective action when things go wrong. Although ISO 9001, 2015 no longer mandates a quality manual, many organizations still maintain one as a useful reference document. A quality manual typically describes the scope of the QMS, references the documented procedures, and explains how the organization's processes interact. It serves as a roadmap for auditors, new employees, and management alike. Continual improvement is the ongoing effort to enhance products, services, and the processes that deliver them. ISO 9001 embeds this principle throughout the standard, requiring organizations to identify opportunities for improvement, implement changes, and evaluate their effectiveness. It is the engine that prevents the QMS from becoming static and ensures the organization keeps evolving. Now let us look at the practical side of building and implementing a quality management system. Building a QMS requires a methodical approach. Here are the practical steps that guide organizations from initial planning through to a functioning system. The first step is to determine the context of the organization, including internal and external issues, the needs and expectations of interested parties, and the boundaries of the QMS. Defining the scope ensures that the system covers the right products, services, and locations. Without a clear scope, the QMS risks either excluding critical activities or becoming unnecessarily broad and difficult to manage. Once the scope is defined, we map the organization's core processes. This involves identifying what each process does, its inputs and outputs, the resources it needs, and how it interacts with other processes. Process documentation does not need to be overly complex. The goal is clarity so that everyone understands how work flows through the organization and where value is created. Quality objectives translate the organization's quality policy into actionable targets. Each objective should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Assigning a process owner to each major process ensures there is clear accountability for performance and improvement. Objectives and ownership together create a framework where people know what is expected and who is responsible. A QMS only remains effective if we monitor and measure its performance. This includes tracking process outputs, conducting internal audits to verify conformity, analyzing data and trends, and feeding results into management review. Monitoring closes the loop by providing the evidence needed to make informed decisions about where to improve and how to allocate resources for maximum impact. Let us recap the essential points from our exploration of the quality management system. To master ISO 9001 and prepare for the 2026 revision, enroll in the full course. Link in the description. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.